President Trump, now the third president in the United States history to be impeached by the House of Representatives.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill casting their votes, for the most part, along party lines. ABC's Sarita Marshall is on Capitol Hill with the latest.
Article 1 is adopted.
President Donald J. Trump has officially been impeached while in office. Just the third in American history. The president impeached on 2 articles for abusing the power of his office for personal gain when he pressured the leader of Ukraine to investigate his political opponents, and obstructing Congress after he blocked documents and witnesses with direct knowledge of what occurred with Ukraine from being provided to the House committees.
And so I view this vote, as something that we did to honor the vision of our founders.
The vote followed the 6 hours of debate on the House floor, which had nearly every member of Congress speaking out for.
When you see something that is not right, not just, not fair, you have a moral obligation to say something, to do something.
And against the impeachment.
Democrats would rather trip the president just to see him stumble than see America succeed.
Well, both sides held their party lines. One member, Justin Amash, a Republican turned independent, voting with the Democrats.
His actions reflect precisely the type of conduct the framers of the Constitution intended to remedy through the power of impeachment.
Well, another, the only presidential candidate that could cast a vote, Tulsi Gabbard, voting present. Moments before the vote was set to begin, the president taking to the stage in Michigan, setting up an astounding split screen with a remarkably different tone.
It doesn't really feel like we're being impeached. They have nothing. They're the ones that should be impeached, every one of them.
Well, President Trump has now officially been impeached. His removal and conviction is up to the Senate. It's unclear what that trial will look like and whether or not there'll be witnesses, as the president has said he would like to see happen. That decision left to the minority and majority leaders, who are expected to sit down sometime tomorrow. Sarita Marshall, ABC News, Capitol Hill.